Good afternoon. It's been a few days since I've recorded. Things have been a bit crazy, but things are smoothing out a bit. Time to talk a bit more about the Changeling Kiths. Today, as you can see up there, we're going to be talking about the Clurichaun. Um, I may be pronouncing it wrong. Maybe I have been for years, but you can decide how you want to pronounce it for yourself. Basically, these guys are some of my favorites. They're quite interesting. Um, these guys are the origin of the leprechauns. Now, I've said before that the changelings don't come from legends, they don't come from fairy tales. Um, the changelings, or the fae, come from dreams, and then the fairy tale come from interactions with changelings for the most part. So, yeah, a lot of the other kids pity the Clurichaun, basically because they think leprechauns are a laughing stock, and that's how people see them. But to the Clurichaun, that's actually not the case. They see it all as quite a funny joke. Now these guys are laughing, good-natured for the most part, um, typically kind of fulfilling your Irish stereotypes in a lot of ways. They love music. They almost all of them play an instrument of some kind. They like to sing, and they love to tell stories. And although they're not outright necessarily going to be lying all the time, they like to embellish their stories. They like to read the room and make the story fit the room. So, what can we say about them? Appearance-wise, although they're not the tiny midgets of the Leprechaun stories, they do tend to be on the shorter side, 5'5", 5'6". Um, they tend towards a stocky appearance. A lot of them have red hair, but not all. And they're typically seen with a smile on their face. Now, for their affinity, which, as I said, we will talk about the arts later on, their affinity is the actor art, which comes in handy quite a bit. Their birthrights, which we want to discuss. The first one is called Twinkling of an Eye. Literally, now you see them, now you don't. Even if they are tied up or being physically restrained, you look away from them for a second, you blink, and they're gone. This feeds into the whole tale of never being able to catch a leprechaun. Um, this is where it came from. But it does cost them a little bit of glamour if they're being physically held. They have to appear somewhere else nearby, and they have to appear out of line of sight. That's quite important. But yeah, they can simply just be somewhere else. Their second birthright, and one of my favorite things about them, and about Changeling actually, fighting words. A Clurichaun can walk into a room and, after only a few seconds, have analyzed the place, figured out who's who, and what needs to be said to start a fight. Now, the Clurichaun view fighting as an icebreaker, as a way of meeting people and bonding. Um, when they try to prod someone into starting a fight, it takes a willpower 8 difficulty roll to not actually get into a fight. And it can be used to get someone to fight the Clurichaun or to fight someone else. So, yeah, really fun ability to use. Their Horde Frailty, which is where the Leprechaun's Pot of Gold rumors and legends always come in, simply says that, yeah, they are obsessed with collecting something. Different for every Clurichaun, but there's always something that they collect. And if they spend more than a week away from it, they are hit with banality. So, not good to spend time away from their horde. Because of this, many of them tend towards small, more portable collections. Now, bear in mind, a collection does not have to be a pot of gold. It could be, in the modern day, comic books or gaming books, this kind of stuff back here. Or figurines like these. Loot Crate is not sponsoring me, but they might as well be, because half of my stuff back here comes from Loot Crate. I get it every month, I collect it, it goes up there, and yeah, that could be my hoard. So, yeah, we have Leprechaun, Irish stereotype guys who like to fight and can get out of a fight if they really need to. They're a lot of fun. Lots of fun. They're a good jack of all trades. They love telling stories, they love singing, they love fighting and brawling and just getting into the thick of it. So hopefully you found this interesting and or useful. Hopefully you like and subscribe, and have a great day.